Welcome to the module on business to business marketing. In terms of abbreviations, sometimes that is called B2, the number 2, B. So B2B as a contrast to selling to the consumer, which is are usually abbreviated B to C. The big surprise, of course. So you have business to business marketing, B2B, business to consumer marketing, B2C. Business to business marketing is often done in a very different way and is one of the reasons why it's covered separately. From my technical consulting work, I've often been hired by companies in a prior business that are having communications issues and or some of the high-end smart homes. The wealthy owners will also use a business-to-business type solicitation model to get problems addressed. And so I especially urge you to cover the business-to-business buying process that your text author has. In a way, it sort of overlaps to B2C, but it is highly formalized. The needs are carefully described and quantified, perhaps more so than most things a consumer would buy. Suitable suppliers are researched. Not all suppliers are able to perhaps handle the scope of the project. And there is the development of what's called, in terms of abbreviations, RFP, request for proposal. As a consultant, I would exhaustively help a client get a proper request for proposal. They're very, very important because in terms of legality, you want to make sure that the vendors that are bidding understand exactly the requirements that they need to meet. The better the RFP, the more likely that the responses, the bids that are received, are comparable. And then at that point, you can do ordering in terms of price. If it's a premium quality product and you're not price sensitive, you might pick the most expensive. If your company has a Walmart kind of operation method, you might pick the lower price one. Or some folks that sometimes look that, well, maybe the lower price isn't the best deal, they might pick the middle of the road. And then also as a consultant, they actually help the business make sure that the RFP responses or proposals are suitable. If you're not using a consultant, then you as the business operator, manager, or specialist actually have to go through that. Business to business buying examples also include government. Our institution, North Central Texas College, is a state of Texas entity. And therefore, as a government, it does procurement. I haven't inquired to see where office supplies, for example, are purchased. It could be Office Depot. And in that case, the relationship that the purchasing officers here in the NCTC college system, and then using Office Depot as a hypothetical example, they're going to have some working relationship such that during the contract period, the business, i.e. the office supply company, is able to meet the needs of the district consistently. Okay. One of the things that's a little bit different from B2C and B2B is the division in the decision process. As a consumer, you're actually doing many of these all within yourself without realizing it. In a business environment, you, from using in the past telecommunications systems, You have to keenly understand what types of features the users, i.e., most all of the employees, need. Uh, you also have people who are gatekeepers, and then you have people who are deciders, and then there are other individuals that are influencers. And then, of course, there is the buyer itself. So, in some cases, in the commercial environment, some individuals may provide more than one of those functions. Um, so, I encourage you to read the chapter and learn a little bit more about B2B. One of the other things, too, especially in B2B, where relationships are very important, it can also be a way that salespeople make a lot of money. For example, I know a woman who is very knowledgeable of electrical products and not necessarily an engineering degree or an electrician or a technician. She did learn quite a bit about it. And for one of the makers of dimming products, she had developed a great set of relationships with some of the wholesale providers, such as Graybar Electric. And it's allowed her to push products through the channel and also earn a great deal of money because she had become highly, highly effective at that. So just wanted to give you some examples of some aspects of business to business that you can actually work in. Thank you.